beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl's Tales. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make use of this handy stitch. Yes, you got this right. This is a handheld manual sewing machine. I got this off of Jumia, and it's very affordable. I got it for just 6,000 naira, and I'm going to show you how to use it. First of all, you need to insert the battery. So where I just showed you is where the battery is. Then this is the control switch. You know, once you press it in, it stifles it. Once you open it, it releases the needle. And here is your fastener, which you have to raise up to put your clothes or your material, whatever it is you intend to sew. Then this roller is what lifts and lifts the needle up and down. So you can use that to also control the machine. So this is not the perfect sewing machine, but it can actually just help you make one or two mends on your clothes. So first, we're going to start with inserting your batteries. Guys, note the plus and minus sign. You're going to see how I put the batteries in. You know, the plus sign has to face the plus area, and you see this one as well. I'll put it down because the minus sign is facing it. So just watch as I do it, so that, because if you don't get it, it will not sew. I battled with this for the longest. That's why I'm your plug. You know, when I go through something, I don't want you to stretch yourself over it. That's why I'm giving you this easy peasy tutorial, you know. So like I said, you note the plus and the minus sign to get that machine working. So once you're done, you close it. Please ensure that the machine is off before you do this, so that you don't have any accidental outbreak. So now I'm going to open it. See, it was off before, so I'm going to open it. And see, it has started working just like that. So ensure that you always close it, guys. If you don't close it and you make mistake and your hand is there, your finger is there, don't come and hold me responsible. So these are the tools we're going to be using. We have a spindle there, we have a bobbin. This is the thread that we're going to be using. This is a spring. So we're going to put the thread and the spring together. We're going to use a bobbin to put, this is a bobbin. We're going to use it to put the spindle, that's the thread. Put the bobbin in the spindle, then put the spring behind, just like I'm showing you. So this is a step-by-step process, and ensure your thread is already coming out. So yeah, so you just take that, all of that, and put it, you see a hole just beside that ruler, insert it inside. Beautiful. It can be clockwise, it can be anti-clockwise. Beautiful. So you release your thread a bit. So that's you've done good. If you've gotten to this point, you've done good. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to put this thread inside the hole. So it's a 5-step. First thing, put the thread in the bobbin and the spring. Once you lock it in, you bring out a thread like I'm doing now. Insert the thread from the under, not from the top. So let me do this off camera because I have to focus. Okay, you insert the thread from the under of that hole, just like that. Yeah. Then you pull it out. Then put it in between the two discs. I'm going to show you. I'm just trying to make the thread straight. Okay. So you see two discs. Those discs are like tension control. They'll control the tension of the thread. You put them in between the two discs. You slide it into it. You take it back. You are going to see a hook just underneath. You know, this thing is like a stapler. So you're going to see a hook underneath it. You're going to pass the thread into that hook to keep the thread firm. Because if the thread is not firm, it's kind of going sideways. So you pass it through the two discs, the two plates. Then you pass it through the hook, just like this. And ensure you pass it from the back. So the next step is we're going to pass the thread ensure that it's off, please. Oh, ensure that it's off. That's what I'm showing you. If it's on and you're doing this, it's very dangerous, so ensure it's off. So you can see that it's stiff, it's not moving, that means it's off. So we're going to pass this thread. We're going to use this threader. It's also part of the tools that was in the packet. So we're going to pass it through the needle to pull out the thread. So this has to be brought in from the back. If you bring it through the front, you're not going to sew, you're not going to like the outcome in short. So you have to pass it through the back, and this has to take, this has to be well done. So I think I tried this on camera, but I wasn't getting it because I had to, bring it closer to my side. So I did it off camera. So that's it. So you use the needle threader to pull out the needle from the hole, just like I'm doing. Then you use your fingers to pull it out, just like I'm doing. So it's a very easy step. It's not so difficult if you're patient. With this, I don't think I can even buy a bigger sewing machine, and I think I can thread a bigger sewing machine. So now we're going to get our material. I'm going to use a handkerchief just to show you how to use the machine, so you can see that it's actually sewing. Yeah. So I'm going to place this at the side and get my material. So I've gotten my material here. So we're going to sew from back to front, not front to back. We're going to sew from back to front. First of all, I'll have to use that roller to raise the blade, the needle, to raise the blade up so that I can raise that pallet. Yeah, you can see it's winding up, just like that. Then I'm going to raise the pallet because I'm going to put my material under that pallet. I call it pallet anyway. I don't know what the actual name is called, but I think it's called pallet. So just like that. Okay. Just like that. Ensure that it's neatly placed. So I brought it forward so that you can all see. Ensure it's neatly placed. Just like that. Ensure it's underneath the needle so you can get a fine finish. Just like that. Just like that. There was a hiccup there because it wasn't straight. Just like that. So you just sew a little bit out, and you go ahead and cut the thread off with your scissors, not your teeth, guys. Oh my days, you cut your scissors, you cut your thread with your scissors. So let me show you another trick, because if you leave it like this, it will just keep how do I pull it? It will not close. So you go to the last part of what was sewn, use your threading pin, because now we're going to tighten it. We're going to tighten the thread, the ends of the thread, so that it doesn't loosen. So just going to pass the last end through the hoop about twice or thrice, then draw it. Yes, just like that, just like that, just like that, and draw it. So that is me tightening the ends of what I sewed. Okay, this is not a perfect finish, but I use this to mend my clothes, to be honest. Now tailors are doing shakaras, OBMers are doing shakaras, so I just use this to mend any clothes I have that I know that maybe has gotten torn somewhere. That's what I use to mend it. So this is the pack. It's very affordable. Just get on your online stores. You can go to supermarkets and get your handheld sewing machine. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next one. I remain your girl's Tales. Bye bye.